There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
And happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome. This is GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very, very much for joining me tonight. Really appreciate it. I hope everyone's having a good week so far and everything is going well. I'm just getting through the week like everybody else. I'm doing something a little bit different tonight, and I'm just curious if anyone can see it or not. And what I'm doing a little bit different is I'm actually running this off of a hotspot tonight. Normally I'm using the Wi-Fi in the house, but as we do more and more live paranormal investigations, we're going to be in places that doesn't have internet. So I'm very curious to know, since I'm going off of a hotspot, I'm very curious to know if this is working for everybody. I've set up some extra cameras tonight also. I have a feeling maybe it's not quite as good as usual, or maybe it's just fine. I don't know. But I would be very curious to know what everyone thinks about it and if it's noticeable at all. Other than that, I'm just kind of trying things out over here. Like I said, I'm hoping everybody had a great week so far. I mean, it's only Sunday, so hopefully not too much has gone wrong. What we're going to do tonight is talk to spirit. So like I said, I'm using a hotspot for this to see how things go. And first thing I noticed right away was when I turned on my K2 started to go off like immediately, started to go crazy. And I didn't realize it's because of the hotspot. I had it nearby, not too terribly close. I didn't think it would make a difference. And then I'm just like, what on earth is going on? Why is this thing going off? I've done nothing different than normal. And then I realized it was the hotspot. As you can see, nothing is really happening over there. We did get some words so far. We have modern, both, and afraid. Who knows what that means? And so, yeah, that's really all that we've gone through there so far. I see that someone says that the picture looks blurry. Does it look blurry to anybody else? I'm just curious. I see that Karen says it's loud and clear here in Australia. So, maybe it's other people, because that's the problem with this stuff. It's everybody's internet, like how it gets to you, how I send it out, how it gets to you, how it gets put in. So there's a lot of different places that this thing hits before it gets on to everybody. But, and so a lot of people are saying it's looking good. So that's cool, because I just really want to try this for when we do the live investigations. And we're going to be, I want to be able to go into places that doesn't have internet so that we could really have a good opportunity to get it right. So, that's just kind of my thought on it. So I'm glad, I'm happy to see people are thinking it's looking pretty good. So as usual, we have the equipment cam that we set up every week, but I also put on a different camera this week in another part of my house. And this is what I call the laser camera. And what this is, I mean, it doesn't really need interpretation. It's a laser grid that I set up. And it's in right in the stairwell of my house. And this is an area that I often get sort of like a presence that I actually equate to my father. It's that kind of that scent that I always kind of equate to him. So I set it up there. I have a different camera that I'm using tonight, and I just wanted to kind of set it all up and see if we get anything. But that's kind of the fun thing about that. So we'll see if this works. We'll see if we get anything. We'll have it on during the night, see if we get anything. Yeah, I think it's just kind of cool looking as it is, to be very honest. Just, who knows? So this is what we have tonight. So this is going to be fun. We're gonna be talking to spirits. We're gonna see if we can get some information through. Now, before I get started, because I want to talk a little bit more. Before I get started, though, I'm curious what we should use tonight. There's a couple things that we can try. Okay, we have, of course, the regular SB7 Spirit Box, which is what I use every week. We also have, maybe we don't. This is, oh, there it is, right in front of me. We have the SB7T, which is new. We've used this a couple times before, and this has been really pretty interesting, I think. I was using this week. My dad's birthday was this week, so I was upstairs in my room and I was using this. And I think I might have got him. I don't know. Or we can also try the SB11. And then what we could do is we could hook up 2 external speakers to it and try to get it going. I will say, though, I tried this earlier just to see how well it would work. And I wasn't getting one thing coming through here. So if we try it, we may not have a whole lot of luck. So let me know what you think we should be trying tonight, what we could play with. And then from there, we'll come up with a plan. How does that sound? So we got that. Now, if you don't like watching me on Paranormal Warehouse or Paranormal United Network or anything like that, if you don't like watching me, this is not going to be a good week for you, because my schedule this week is I'm covering for Ane on Tuesday and Thursday this week. So there's going to be 2 more GhostBox Lives this week. What I'm also taking part in on Monday night and Tuesday night is that the Paranormal United Network is on most of the hosts there are actually at Waverly Hills on Monday and Tuesday, and they're going to be doing all night. They're going to be doing live investigations, different than what like Ane and I do, but it's still a live investigation, and they're going to break up in their own groups all night, and then I'm going to be on there along with Jan and Howard. We're hosting it, and we're going to kind of stay with them all night. And for both nights, and we're going to be doing kind of investigating with them. So if you don't have anything going on, check it out. I mean, Waverly Hills is one of those great locations, and there's a lot of people that are going to be going there tonight or tomorrow night, and they're just going to be doing investigations. We're going to be streaming it live. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool, and the hosts have been so excited to get out there, and their friends and their teams and stuff like that. So really, I think it's going to be 2 fun nights. But then, like I said, I'm going to be on Tuesday and Thursday covering for Ane. So definitely, if you don't like seeing my mug on Paranormal United Network, then this isn't going to be a good week for you. But hopefully some of you will check it out. It should be a lot of fun. It should be nice. Let's see here. Also, as a reminder, I do a radio show, and I did today. I talked with John B. Cushman. It was a fantastic show. It was really good, and we had a really good conversation. If you want to listen to this, check us out on Spotify, because this was a really great conversation. It's just going to be one of many, talking about Civil War ghosts, talking about what he does. And what he does the Dinner with a Ghost thing, events that are really, really quite special. And we talk about it in the episode. He also owns this wonderful Octagon Mansion in Virginia, and he's opening up for tours, overnights for paranormal investigations. This place is just beautiful, and he has a massive Civil War collection, memorabilia collection. I don't know if memorabilia is quite the right word for it, but a collection of relics from the Civil War. So these are things that is just really, really pretty cool. So, check out the episode. It's really good. This coming Sunday, I'm going to be talking with Bill Bean. He's a demonologist, and we're going to be talking, about demonology, amongst other things. He's written a couple books, and it's really, it's really interesting talking to all these wonderful people. So please consider doing so. Also, for Paranormal United Network, did a light go off over here? I don't even have the camera on. Did you turn on a light? It just got bright over to my right. If you turn on the light, could you turn that on again for us, please? I thought something happened over here, and I didn't have the camera on, so no one's going to see it. But I thought something happened. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, we'll keep it on here for a while. I'm going to remove this for a second. For Paranormal United Network, they have a lot of stuff in their store. Please check it out, Teespring, and really kind of see what's going on with their stuff. It's really cool. And then, as I always say, and it's slow and going, but please, if you have a chance, please consider looking at my Patreon page, GhostBox Live. There's going to be a lot of unique content that we're adding. I have one Patreon so far. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I didn't ask her if I could put her name on, because that's part of what I offer. Is I will make sure everyone sees names, but only if they want it. It helps. Subscriptions start as low as $2 a month, $5 a month. You start getting some very unique content. So please consider it, because what I do with this is I'm trying to make more content. I'm trying to be able to do the stuff like the Living Paranormal Show, more paranormal content. It's just, as you all know, it takes a lot to make stuff, right? And not necessarily even just money, but energy and time and everything else, sleep, it takes that away. So, if you like what you see me do, please consider it. If you don't, that's fine too, because I'm just happy that you're here to support the show itself and take part. So, please know that it's not, I'm not trying to be heavy handed. This isn't PBS. Okay. We don't go off the air if you don't do your dues or whatever. It's just a request if you'd consider it. Let's see here. What else do we have going on here? I think that's really about it. I think what we can do is start talking to spirit. As we always say, there is no guarantee of responses. How the night will go, we will start talking to spirit. We'll see what they come up, what they say. We'll try to reach out to loved ones. We're also going to try to reach out to whoever wants to come through, as long as they're from love and above. And what we hope to achieve is spirit communication. By the time we get done here, what we're going to be doing also is that we're going to try to cross over spirits. Those who want to be crossed over, those who, for whatever reason, are not able to cross over. We run into this where that spirit, for whatever reason, is unable to cross over. They might think that they're not worthy to cross over. And what we're here to do is help them. That's what all this is about. Here to help you, here to help spirits, all of that. So that's kind of the agenda for today. Okay. One thing that I'd like to do though, every time is I like to do protection. And what that really does for all of us is it is what it says on the tin. It protects us. It makes it so, we're trying to keep away the spirits that are not of love and light, the ones who like our energy and want to glom onto it, because we're opening a door when we do a spirit box session. We're opening it, we're making it so that, basically anyone come in. That's why we say we dictate how we want it done. We only want spirits of love and above. We only want spirits of love and light. If you're not that way, I don't want to see you here. I don't want anything negative here. I only want happiness. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So let's do a little protection, and for those of you who want to, if you don't want to, that's totally fine. This isn't forced. You know yourself better than I do. Some people like it. Other people are just like, no, thank you. And I respect that. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do all this fun stuff. I'm just going to quickly check on one thing that I forgot about, and that's my own profile page, because I can't put the comments up here, and it's always a bummer when I can't do that. I'm also going to quiet my phone. So let's just see what's going on here. All right. there's a lot of people on my profile page. Let me say hello to you all. Thank you so very much to coming by and checking out what we're doing. And it's very cool to see you all there. And let's see here. Greg Koss, he said that today's radio show is awesome. That's very awesome to hear. It was a lot of fun to listen to John, wasn't it? I mean, as Greg can attest to, because Greg asked the question and he was very detailed with the places that he investigated. Investigated while he was at Gettysburg, and he was very detailed, which was so much fun to read. I think that it's just going to be a great conversation going forward, because John is been a friend of mine for a number of years, and we're just going to have him on more and more. Quite frankly, that's what it is. Let's see here. Where is the best place to watch from? Where do you want us from? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, okay. Where is the best place to watch from? Where do you like us to watch these sessions from most? Are you asking in a sense of for protection? Like what is a good place for protection to watch? Or because, you know, these can be anywhere, but if you're actively taking part, my recommendation is that, you know, you just stay alert, that you just, you know, do something to say, spirits don't come here unless you are someone that I love who passed, or a friend or family. Oh, I see. Which page on Facebook? Anywhere you want to, honestly. That's why I have it streaming all over the internet, because I just like to have it different places. But it's actually an interesting point when you think about it too. Like when you're watching, you know, you stay alert. The way that the spirit box works, I can't imagine none of you cannot stay alert because it's so loud. I was reading a couple times this week, different forums, people asking about what's the best, not asking me per se, but asking in general, what's the best, you know, spirit box to use. People are asking, what do you think of the SB7? And of course, you get those people who say that they're garbage, they don't work. You know, the white noise is horrible. That's fair. However, you know, not everything works for everybody. I always just say, just please have respect for people who do like to use the equipment. It's okay if someone uses something that you don't use. I don't like it when someone's just like, well, it's garbage. Well, maybe it didn't work for you, or maybe I'm hearing something that you're not hearing, or maybe a ton of you are hearing something that they're not hearing, because a lot of you are hearing stuff. So it's just interesting. So let's do some protection, right? We're going to start. As we always do, we're going to start with our heart chakra. And you're just going to imagine a white light that starts in your heart. And I like to believe that that protection starts not only with you, but it also starts with loved ones. It starts with spirit guides. And you just imagine you're just relaxed, your energy is coming through, and it just grows, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it should be calming. It shouldn't agitate you, shouldn't do anything that makes you unhappy, but it just grows and grows and grows and grows until it completely covers you, right? Because it's like a shield. And why that's a shield is that's your protection. That is going to be your protection. And you may start feeling some tingling. I'm feeling some tingling right now. It feels like it's working. Now, if you're not feeling it, it doesn't mean it's not working. It just means that all of us are different, right? We all have different ways of accepting this. So you have this energy. What you do is you just push it out. And why I say that, because you're pushing it to all the walls, you're pushing it to the ceiling, you're pushing it to the floor. And what I imagine when I do that is I'm covering, it's like a coating. I'm covering everything here. That includes pets and loved ones and everything else, because I want this place to be safe. I want to be safe for everybody. So that's going to be protection. Let's see here. Let's just check in on some of our cams there. nothing's moving. I don't expect it to. I just like looking at it. It's kind of cool looking. But so we should be all protected and ready to go. So let's do this. Let's open her up. Let's see what we can get here. Gonna check on some else. Sydney is like, I want to see Linus. Well, I don't know where he is at the moment. Last time I saw him, he was upstairs where this camera is located. He was upstairs. He found the lasers really interesting. So I just was kind of like, all right, well, just don't knock over the camera if possible. So he's up there right now. I don't know if he's going to come down or not. If you hear like a tongue on plastic bag or something, that means he's down here. He loves to do all that stuff. Lick the plastic and stuff. He's cute, but he can also be annoying. I mean, let's just be real about it. All right. So the people have spoken, I guess we can say, and what they have been saying is that they would like to use the SB7T. I have to say what it is, because if you just do this, it's like, well, what's the difference? But the SB7T is the newest one that GhostStop put out, where not necessarily them, but that has been put out. We've had some interesting results with this, so we're going to try this again tonight and see what happens. If we're not getting anything, maybe we'll try something else, and we'll kind of mix it up a little bit. Before we get started, Spirit, I just want to let you know a couple things. If you want to reach out to us, you can do so. I have a couple devices over here. Did you see that the K2's just gone off? I'm talking to them, and now the K2 is going off. It just went up to the second rung. And those who watch very often, we don't see the K2 go off very much. I do not have the hotspot nearby. Like I mentioned earlier, I did have the hotspot closer than I thought, and it was really making the K2 go off. It is not nearby now, so that is interesting. Could you light that up again for us, please? You are on the second light. Could you make it go up to the third one even? We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see that you are responding to us. You kind of wonder, kind of had almost like a cool air come through here, to be honest. You almost wonder if it was like a child or something playing with it, and then they saw that I caught them, and they're like, oh, nope. If you think that that's fun, go over here and touch that, and you can make it go off. So if you want to reach out to us, it's called the REM pod. You just need to go over there and turn it on. Hopefully you all saw that I'm turning that on at that point, right? I don't want you all to think that that was anything else. And then we also have here the Ovilus. The Ovilus had said modern, both, and afraid. It also said earlier darkness. And then, of course, we have the K2, and then we have the flashlight, which I thought went off earlier, but I also, well, what's that all about? Do you see that? The blue light and the K2 just went off. Now, those of you who watch know that we never get that happening. So can you turn this on again for us, please? Interesting. I don't know. Let's kind of see what happened. So within, let's try to debunk it, okay, folks? My hand span, okay? Over here is where let's do it this way. Over here is where the equipment is. Over here is where the hotspot is. I just don't feel like it's close enough, and it would be. I think it would be more regular if it was hitting, and so I don't know. Now you're saying that the bell is moving. Let's take a look at the bell. Yeah, the bell is moving a little bit. I'm just kind of watching, so I apologize for being quiet over here. You're never late. There's always something going on. Let's see here. While we're here, let's just see if we get anything on this also. You know, spirits up in my stairwell. I have these lights set up. Would you walk in front of it so that we could see you? I feel like that's where I always get like the feeling of my dad for some reason. And he only been to my house just a couple times. So if you would make yourself known there too, or anybody, and you could make some of those lights disappear, that would be amazing. You might be hearing my chair move. Anything over here? So the K2 hasn't gone off again. So I just, and I'm just kind of sitting here, kind of scratching my head a little bit because it's really interesting. This is cool. This is really cool. I mean, what I'm really excited about, as you all know, is, like I said earlier, the K2 never goes off. For some reason, it never goes off. And I've always wondered, it should be easier to have the K2 or the REM pod go off than the flashlight, but we keep getting the flashlight off. Now the K2 went off. And so now it is, it's just weird. And that we haven't had anything new from the obelisk. So we're gonna get there. And just gonna check my own folks here. Let's see. All right. So how interesting is this? I think this is very interesting. So, we'll just keep our eye on everything, won't we? And see what happens and see what we get. Anything good that comes through. If anyone sees anything, let me know. Got plenty for you to look at now. And then Sydney, she asks, when you see shadows, is that the place you're talking about that you see them? If you're talking the stairwell, no. I get a different sort of feeling when I go through the stairwell, just like a scent, actually. So that's why I did it. The shadows that I see is right in front of me when I'm doing these. I can see stuff moving. So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up. But it's a good question to ask because none of you know how my house is set up. So you're just like not sure. The table has been set up for nearly 2 years. So the board is bound, and I rarely move stuff off of it, and I rarely have anything around it. So, and I certainly haven't moved the board. So yes, it's been up there for a long time. Sometimes I'll take some of the equipment, and I'll go take it with me on investigations. but normally I keep everything pretty much stays right there, which is really odd because I've had an assessor come through, two assessors come through to look at this house because I needed to know the value, and I have to cover it up because not everyone takes this stuff as easily as I do, so like I just accept it. I'm not going to see a Ouija board set up in someone's house and be like, oh my gosh, you're a demon. But other people might see it a little bit differently, and that's something I always forget. So I just kind of let it go and cover it up just so I don't have to worry about the weird looks that I get. So let's turn this on. We're going to use the SB7T 200 sweep rate. We're going to go reverse on it. We're going to see where we can take this. If we don't get a lot of responses, we may switch out boxes. So let's see what we got here. My name is Greg. Please use me as a conduit and come through here and speak out through here, okay? And don't forget you can talk to us over here also. I thought I heard Robert. Did anyone hear Robert? Did you say Robert? I am reaching out to very strong spirit guide, Laura. Laura, Barry said that you would be able to help me. Will you be able to help me, please? I wanted to bring in someone from history to talk with us. And he suggested I talk to you. Can you bring through Abraham Lincoln, please? President Lincoln, are you there? President Lincoln, would you be able to say your last name for us to let us know that you're here, please? That's interesting. That's interesting. Was that, do you know, Sydney, was that male or female? President Lincoln, could you touch one of the devices over here, please? I feel like someone is here. I could feel energy. Can you talk to us through one of these devices, please? Or even Laura. If Laura, if you could talk to us through one of these devices, please. Yep. And when I brought her name up, we started getting female voices. Did you notice that? Huh. How's the energy coming for you guys? There's something going on in here. It's coming right through me. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you say use me as a conduit. Who's here with us right now? There's somebody here with me right now. Can I get your name, please? Is it? Yeah, it is moving. Well, there's energy going in here. How many spirits are in this room with me right now? Can I get a number from you, please? No. It feels like high electricity tonight. Okay, Greg says he heard 4. Amber said she heard 2. Brian thought he heard Abraham, which is not what I'm going to call him. He's Mr. President to me. President Lincoln, Mr. President. Sydney heard 7. I'm going to try again. Mr. President, I just want to say hello to you. And I know that your wife was highly into what we're doing right now. Is your wife here? That's reassuring. You guys are all feeling the energy. I'm reading comments from different areas. You're all feeling the energy. Let's all just make sure we're protecting ourselves. You all know what to do, so don't need me to tell you what to do. But let's just all be careful, right? How many men are in here with me? Not counting me. I'm feeling male domination in here. How many female presents are in here? So maybe there's only males in here. Yes, it is. It is. It's hitting me up here. It's waiting. It's waiting. You hear that? It's waiting. I feel it's anxious. I feel like it's anxious more than anything. That's what I'm feeling, at least. Is there a spirit here that immediately needs help? All right, I'm just curious. I'm asking for President Lincoln. Let me ask you this. Is John Wilkes Booth here with me right now? Because I didn't ask for you. If you are here, I did not ask for you. But if you're here, can you show us that you're here? If that is John Wilkes Booth, what message do you have for us? Yeah, my feeling is right here. Is kind of where I'm at right now. I'll be honest. I feel like he is here. I feel like he's responding, and I'm worried to say that because it's very sensational. But I did ask him over here. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for coming over here. I'm just curious where we're getting this anxious energy from. Who has that energy, and do you need our help? Yep. Yep. Do y'all want to stop and reset? Did you hear that laugh? That can't just be from the radio. What's so funny? What's so funny? Well, here's the thing. And I have to be careful when I say stuff like this because I don't want to be dramatic. But I swear I felt a tug on my chair. That's why I just went and looked around. Who's tugging on my chair? Heard 7 again. Why is that shot moving? Do you guys see that it's moving?
That's what I'm saying.
There shouldn't be any kind of autofocus or anything on it. Do you see that, guys? Maybe that's something that's very obvious that I'm not understanding. Okay, who tugged on my chair? What is your name?
3 years.
All right, that's freaking me out, man. I don't like that. I'm sure there's a very reasonable explanation for it. Like what? If you can zoom my camera in and out, can you just push it over? What did you just say? I'll try? The camera isn't that big. Push it over. Because I don't know why it's moving in and out like that. I've been watching this all night, and it's not done this until I turn on the box.
There you are.
I swear somebody's moving my chair. All right, I'm going to ask very nicely, can you not move my chair? And I'm only wanting spirits here that are love and above. I shut this off to anybody who is not following that criteria. You are not allowed here.
Wait.
Let's do two. We're trying to talk to anyone who wants to talk to us, okay? Remember, we're only here for spirits of love and above. Can you hear both of these? Throw up. Amber and Sadie on my profile page said my voice has changed a couple times. Anyone hear that? My voice changed, I guess. It's not moving in and out now. Oh, there we go. I mean, is it the camera just reacting to the lights? Or there's something in front of the camera? Sure, Sydney. How many spirits are in my house right now? Can I get a number, please? My entire house. 4. 4? Thank you. That's what I don't understand either, Jeff. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been getting. Or 14, huh? Well, and why did it start doing it when I started the session? Because I've been watching it for about a half an hour before, and to my eyes, it didn't do any of that. Wish with the lights on tonight. If there are 14 spirits in this house, can not one of you turn on something over here for me? Is the bell moving? The bell seems pretty calm there. Yeah, it's not. It was earlier, but not right now. My head's much better, actually. Much better. Sorry, put it back on now. You switch things around here. Well, remember, I did ask him to leave. I'm going through some comments. I'm looking for something. Oh, all right. That's fine. Let's switch boxes again. Now, I thought I heard happy twice in a row. Are you happy? Was there something here that shouldn't have been here and it's gone and you're happy? We'd like to help. Are there any spirits here that need our help? Any spirits here that want to cross over? Laura, are you still here?
Hey.
Laura, thank you very much for joining in tonight. I really appreciate it. it's very clear why Barry is so happy with you. You two work so very well together. I'm envious. I'm impressed. Chills. Laura, can I ask one last thing? Could you help me cross over spirits tonight? All right, let's cross over some spirits. I'm gonna turn some stuff off here real fast. All right, spirits, I'm opening up some light for you. Is someone here wanting to communicate with Teresa? If so, if you want to communicate with Teresa, can you make one of these devices go off so that we know that you specifically want to talk to her? You may do so at any time. All right. I have some light that I've opened up. Thank you. All you need to do is you just need to go to it, and you just need to cross through it. Do you understand? We have that there for you. It doesn't matter what you've done. You're worthy of crossing over, okay? You're not going to be punished when you walk over to the other side. You'll be accepted with love. Do you see it? Do you see it? Have you crossed? Have you crossed? Is anyone left? Is there anyone left wanting to cross? Please do so. Did you hear that? Did someone just say poltergeist? Sound like poltergeist. A couple of you have heard come here. All right. We're going to shut this session down.
Yes.
Thank you, spirits, for shutting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, what'd you think of that? That was pretty interesting tonight. Very interesting. You know, I think the thing that's really interesting about what we do is that you could be mistaken to think that what we do is we turn on the box, we listen to communication if there is any, and shut it off. But what ends up happening is, as we see, every session has so many different dynamics to it based on so many different things. Why don't we do this though right now before we forget? Everyone, it's in your best interest to follow along with me on this. This session is closed. You are not allowed to talk with me, communicate with me, do anything in my house or in anyone's house who is watching, unless you're a loved one who's passed or a friend has passed. But if you are a stranger, if you're just an energy, you are not allowed to communicate with me at all until I open up another session. This circle is closed. This session is over. And it would do you well to say the same thing tonight. So there is certainly something about that. You know, once again, because I see Teresa saying the blue light just went on. You know, the hotspot has stayed where it was, because obviously the whole thing, I'm just trying to see if there is a way that we could debunk the K2 going off. The K2 has not gone off now it's 11:11, has not gone off in a very long time. So there is something, there's something to be said about that. There's something that really interesting about that. And remember, folks, we had the K2 and the blue light go off at the same time at one point. So there is something, you know, we've had some really interesting stuff going on here. Anita Allen is saying that her pendulum is going crazy. And, you know, as we all are seasoned at this, but just remember to ground yourself and take care of yourself. It's energy that I can't necessarily place. Let's put it that way. Normally I can just be like, okay, I think I know what this is. I can't place it tonight. I was confused by it. And that doesn't happen too often, but tonight was different. So just be careful, folks, okay? If you, over the next day or so, you're running into something, you don't feel right, something's not quite right, let me know. We'll see what we can do to help that. And we'll go from there, okay? So we have that. Also, just as we wrap up here, once again, just a reminder that I saw something. I really did see something move. You know, it's like a string almost that floated down, but it's far enough away that I would not have been able to see it. It feels like that it's time to sage again. That's what it feels like. Because I don't recognize that. I do not recognize that energy, and I will not recognize it. So just as a reminder that this week I am covering for Ane on Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday will be on Paranormal United Network. Thursday will be on other networks. And then on Monday and Tuesday, we are going to be doing live from Waverly Hills. I will be here, and I will be joined by Jan and Howard, and we are going to be working with a ton of folks from PUN, Paranormal United Network, as they investigate Waverly Hills. And that's just going to be a lot of fun. I'm jealous that I'm not there, but I'm honored that I've been asked to help in some way. So that's going to be tomorrow starting at 10 Eastern. if I got that correct. So tune in, please. I think you're going to find it very, very enjoyable. And it's going to be broken up into hours of different people investigating different areas. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And Jan, Howard, and myself, we're just going to help kind of keep things moving so that they can focus on doing their investigations and letting us know what's going on. So it's going to be a lot of what's going on. I see what you're talking about. Could very well be. Greg says he saw a shadow. I'm assuming you mean right around here. I can't see my hand because I'm on the wrong screen. Right around here. So that's interesting. And then Amanda asks, which I think is very interesting, is your house ever completely clear of spirits? It always seems like you have a bunch around. It is not free of spirits. There's always stuff in this house, always. I've had people tell me that when I'm not here, that they're hearing footsteps and coming near them. And even Linus gets like, they saw Linus start looking to see what it was, and there's no one there. You know, there's stuff. I did a spirit box session last Thursday on my dad's birthday and started to see things that in my room, because I'll sometimes do it while I'm just laying in bed and have all the lights off and I'm just doing a spirit box session. I'm not even recording it. So there's always something. There's always something. The goal here, though, it's always going to be nice. It's always going to be of love and light. And if not, then we take care of it. So yeah. So great. Everyone saw this. Okay. Except me. So like I said, it's one of those nights where all the TVs are on when I'm sleeping. So there's that too. But yeah, so this full week, there's a full week ahead. And even my radio show, I'm recording ahead of time Wednesday at 10. So it's going to be a pre-record. Now, someone says that Jackie's like, your voice changed again. Here's something, though, to consider, folks, is that I'm using the hotspot. Maybe the hotspot is messing around with that. Maybe the hotspot is messing around with voice and stuff. So that's something that, I can look into and I can go back and listen to stuff. Well, I mean, it does look like a smiley face, doesn't it, over there? And everyone, once again, is seeing stuff that I'm not seeing. K2, I didn't notice it going off. Did it just go up like one notch, or did it go higher? Because I would have thought I would have noticed it if it was going higher than that. Can you go off again for me, please? I missed it. Can you light up again for me? If you're the playful energy that's been in here all night, can you light up for me? So it doesn't want to listen to me. Doesn't want to listen to me at all. So maybe it'll turn on again. Or if there's anything you want to have go off or show us that you're here, please do so. Would love to see it. Anything at all. And if you are a child and is just fascinated by the equipment, please play away. Please don't let me stop you. Oh, there we go. K2 is going off. I see it this time. Can you light it up even more? You see there's a bunch of lights there. You're only lighting it up a little bit. If you get closer to it, if you break that field, you can light it up even further. Can you do that? Any of you see anything over here just now? Because I saw, once again, something. If I can see you, why can't you turn one of these on for me? You were turning that on, and you're more than welcome to turn that on. I just would like to see if you can do more. Kind of crazy. And Anita is saying that stuff is falling in her adjacent office in her place. So Sydney's like, I wish you had dowsing rods to ask a question. Is there any spirits here right now? Can you point to where the equipment is that I want you to use? Thank you, appreciate it. Can you come back, please? Thank you, I appreciate it. Can you, is this a child energy here? Thank you, I appreciate it. Can you reset for me, please? I moved my hand that time. Can you, do you need help? Do you need help crossing over? Do you need, do you need to go back to your mom? Do you need us to help you find your mom? Have you left me? Can any other spirit come through, please? Any spirit want to use any of the equipment over there? It was odd. I was getting this to work up front. Now it feels like that. Have you all left me? You kidding me? Hi there. I'm glad you're using it. Can you make another light go off? There's more than just green. Can you do another one? Is that Morse code or something? You don't need to point to the REM pod. I can hear it. Thank you. Now, is this a little kid that's making this go off? Thank you. I'm just glad that I set up the camera where the bell is covering the one light that's actually going off. Wow. Well, thank you very much. Nope, you're not done yet? Okay. All right. Are you a code talker? If you're a code talker, could you have the K2 go off also, please? Could you make any other lights go off? Like really hold on to the antenna? Really hold on to it. Put all your energy over to it, okay? Just put everything you got into it. So nothing now? I just want to say how awesome this was and how thankful I am that you chose to visit me and that you made a lot of people happy tonight. And I hope you could feel that. K2 went off. You are amazing. Do you know that? You're amazing, and I hope you can feel the smiles that are with all these people watching. There's a lot of people watching right now who are very they just love you. Don't feel embarrassed about it. Feel it's good. So thank you. Okay? So there's that. Just when we thought we were going to call it a night, it was that's fun, isn't it? It's neat to be able to not done yet. Is that you saying you're welcome? That's pretty cool. I love the fact that you're using that. We don't see it go off that often. Thank you very, very much. That's fun. Of course, when I make it full screen, it stops, but you know, that's just how it works with me. Yeah. Are you a child? Are you a little boy? If you're a little boy, could you make that go off again for me, please, as you had before? Okay. K2's going off. Because I felt like it. I felt like as a little boy. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I mean, the K2's going off. So answering my question. Now, when I was using these rods before, you you said that you didn't need any help. Is that still the case? I heard something move. Did any of you hear that? I don't know if that was inside or outside. Do you need our help crossing you over? Do you need our help in any way at all? So, this was quite. That's fun. That's fun. I'm going through some. Uh, I'm just going through some comments. Let's see here. So we got that. Thank you. Oh, you went off again. I missed it. You went off again. Very cool. No, the obelisk hasn't said anything new. But the K2 keeps kind of going off, and then obviously we've had the REM pod going off in different ways, which is really fun to see and hear. And I'm very grateful for that. Thank you very much. That's very neat. So, unless you have anything else you want to say to us while we're here, and you're more than welcome to do so. And I didn't hear it go off, Amanda, but I will take a quick look to see if there's anything new. Just that the REM pod is kind of, not the red pod, the K2 is kind of going off. All right. So with that being said, why don't we, I think we should call it a night, because we have, we all have, you know, it's now late Sunday night, and I'm sure a lot of us have work tomorrow, and heard something else again. And we just want to be in good shape, because tomorrow, don't forget, the Waverly Hills broadcast begins. So that's going to be a long night. So we want to have some rest beforehand. With that, once again, if anyone's feeling anything weird, reach out to me. If you want to follow me, I suggest just sending a friend request. I'm not really into people following me per se. I'm just more, because we're in a shared experiment right now, aren't we? We're doing this together. So with that being said, why don't we call it a night? Thank you all very, very much. This was incredible. And we will also, and Amanda, yes, Waverly Hills is on Pun on Tuesday night. I am covering for Ane, so I'm going to be back here doing Spirit Box work on Tuesday and Thursday this week. And we're gonna go from there. I will see you all tomorrow night, and make sure you let your friends know this is happening. This is going to be a lot of fun. Everyone, good night, and I will talk to you later.